Hey techies, Anthony from HashisNet here, and today we're going to do a quick tutorial of Microsoft Clipchamp, which is a program available on Windows 10 and 11. And I showed Moose, who, if you watch our Toys channel at all, he is now producing his own videos using this program because it's fairly simple and it has a higher range of compatibility compared to DaVinci Resolve, which is what I use. Now, a couple of notes. This program, if your computer isn't top-of-the-line editing computer, it might take a while to load a video content, and it might take a while to render video content. So keep that in mind when you're working on it. So we see it on the screen here. You can actually download it from the Microsoft Store by going to the store icon here. And as you see, we'll just say Clipchamp, which is the top thing I had on here. You see it'll load. And right here, the third option is Clipchamp. As you see, I have it installed. It's a decently easy app to use, and it's compatible with a number of devices. So go ahead and just click that, download and install it onto your OS, and then you can open it up and get to here. So there is a lot of features here for what is essentially a free editing bit of software. You can start from scratch. You can create a video with AI. We're not doing that. We're supposing you have all the material you need to create a video. Now you can do a little bit of what's called templating, which you can do with the setting up logos, fonts, and colors. We're not going to get into that either. That's explore on your own time. There are also templates available which you can go ahead and explore. It gives you options to do things like channel covers and such like that, and they're really nice and stuff. But I create my own little intro video, so I really don't need these myself. But I'm not stopping anybody from using these. They look fairly neat, and I guess they would simplify a lot of work if you want to keep a video more professional, and of course to categorize them based on what you might like. So as you see here, I have folders. I created a folder. It's called Tutorial. For the purpose of this is why I made it. So you will want to create a folder because you want to be able to save your work, and we're going to create a video in this folder. So we're going to click here, and you see this pop-up happens, and its default aspect is 16.9, which is what's called a landscape format, and it wants us to drop our media into here. So we can import our media by going to the folders and grabbing it individually one by one. That is kind of boring. So what I did is I already set aside what I was going to do. So I'm going to grab the raw footage of a video recently published on the Toys channel. I'm going to stick that in here, and you'll see that it is going to load it up. Now, if your computer is also, because I have maxed out editing computer, no time at all, but it might take a little while for it to be imported into the system if you have a slower computer. And then we'll move these files here, which are what I'm going to use to add to the video, various editing materials. This is a border, this is the intros and outros, name tag, and the subscribe. I'm going to move it over a little bit so I can get it into the frame here and just drop the media. So as you see, it imported, and we are ready to go. So let's go back and maximize that view. So whenever I do an edit, I actually have templates in DaVinci Resolve, which I use here. And as we go through this, you'll notice all of these icons here. You can adjust audio, you can fade between cuts. There's various filters you can put over the video, effects, adjust colors, the speed, transitions, and general color. And of course, you can do captioning. And then, of course, you see on this side, you record and create, content library, templates, text, translate, whatever. Templates is, again, that feature there. Content library this is a bunch of effects and stuff. Record and create is essentially giving you options to do different effects, I guess. I would say effects is, I guess. Transitions, of course, if you want to do video to video edits, like a crossfade is a slow fade. Cross blur blurs it out, blurs it back in. And they're all rather self-explanatory. You can, of course, do that at your time. And of course, and here's where you would have set your every video, things that will get inserted into the video during its finishing processes, probably, well, before rendering, obviously. But we'll go back to where we are, our media here. I have an intro I put into each video right here, and I'll play it, and you can hear what that sounds like. And that is the intro. And so then I will take the raw content of the Nautica video. I will stick it in here. And so these icons here, zoom out, zoom in, and then this shows you the whole bar as it is. And then I want to zoom in a little bit more because I'm going to add the outro. And yeah, there's editing to be done. Don't get me wrong. This is, of course, the raw record, and I'll show you a little bit of it. Actually, let me do one thing real quick. Since we're on this, let's see. We'll play this, and then we'll see. So there's dead air right now.
Hey, collectors.
And there's my intro. So I would typically figure out where this is, and I would zoom in. And you can zoom in fairly far. Because as you see, the counter on the time bar is telling you it's about 3-second intervals. And how close we are getting. So let's play that video again.
Hey,
so we know I start speaking around 5 seconds. So we can go back. Let's say I want the 5-second cut right here. I want to be perfect about it. I'm going to take the scissors and cut the line there. And then I want to right click. Delete. And then I'll just move this in here. Now what happens is, because I moved it, I now have a gap over here. I can just move that back. So typically when you work in order, you move working left to right. So you don't really want to add your ed content until you've, of course, finished editing. But I was, showing you could put video at the end. So we did. So we're going to pretend that we did, in fact, finish editing this video. And we'll take a look at the intro real quick one more time.
Hey, collectors.
And just a straight jump cut. So, going back in, I want to show that we are going to add some type of transition here. And so let's say fade the... Well, let's see. I think I want to crossfade. Let's see. What do we got here? Fade through white, hard wipe. Oh, we can do some fancy stuff here. Bloom, collage. Usually I do the fade. So it's interesting stuff. So we'll do a crossfade. And you'll see it goes right here. And then let's see what it looks like now. Oh, just right into it. Isn't that a nice transition? And we can do something similar on the other side going into this video here. So we'll grab another one. Kick it on the plus sign there. And very nice. Like very, very nice. Okay. So the next thing we want to do, we want to add some markings that I like to add to the videos. So we'll go back to our media, and I have borders. So I got the wrong one here. So yeah, we're going to remove that one here. And now we're going to show you how to actually import one. So videos, wherever you keep your assets, that's where we're going. So I have a border here. This is the one I wanted. And you just stick it down here, and then you can line it up to where you want it. I'm trying to figure out where okay. I kind of wanted to start the transition, so we'll stick it right there. Okay. So then for me, I'm going to go full size here. I'm going to drag this, oops, all the way back here. So you'll see that line up here. That is where the straight cut between the video is. If you don't have this seeking bar in that area, it'll show up. I had it too close, but I'm going to show you again what we ended up with. And you see the bar reappeared. Curious about something, so I'm going to try to see. No, it won't. Okay, so unless you do those specific effects on the main video line, that's fine. So we'll go back to my media library. You know what's missing? Music. So we will go find some music, and for me, that is back into my YouTube assets. Now I'm going to go into my channel assets, and I'm going to grab. So as you see, it's taking a minute to load. There you go. And I'm going to move the timeline back to where I want it to start playing the music. It's going to be right here, and you see there's a green bar, and we can adjust the bar. And if I extend this, nothing happens. Depending on the video program, and the reason why I did check is sometimes they'll let you loop the song if you expand the bar, but it's not going to let me, so I'm going to just throw another copy of the song in. And adjust accordingly. And then it'll let me shorten it, though, so that's pretty cool. So here's what's going to happen if I don't do anything else. So we'll go back to the beginning. It is so loud, it's over my voice. So what we want to do is lower that medley, which is the name of the song here, down to 5%. You can use the left and right arrows once you click on it, as you see right here, if you want to get more precise controls. But 5% is where Moose and I were kind of like, yeah, that's pretty good. Let's play and find out what it says.
Hey, collectors, Anthony from Ashton here, and today we're looking...
Perfect, right? So you want to match it on this one here. So we're going to match that 5% because you have to treat each bit of part of the video the same. It just doesn't apply uniformly.
Where's that fin at?
I'm going to skip a little bit.
Close this up. Close that up. Pull out the toe.
And you heard it come back in. So let's see what the end of the video looks like so far.
Which is funny.
I'm going to skip here.
Monica.
Now, clearly I need a cut there, but I showed you generally how to cut. We're just going to continue past it because it's real easy to do anything here. You can use AI suggestions too. You can if you make a mistake, you can go back. Of course, you can duplicate anything you're clicking on. If I want to duplicate it, I could. I'm not going to. But options that you have. Now, so we've applied a song. We've applied some type of overlay. Can we do a green screen? Well, I guess we'll find out. So we will grab this, and it'll go on this line here. And here is what it looks like.
And Nautica is one of those really hard ones to get unless you spend the $300+ that is.
So it's actually a bit of animation there. So we're going to click on it. Now, supposedly you can get rid of the green screen. And by doing this. And let's go back.
Time Wars, Time's Return, Chaos and Velocitron, Nautica, and Nautica.
And there it is. But that was awfully sharp, just popping, right? So what we want to do is transition it. So we're going to use a fade. And we're going to go 3.3 seconds. Fade in, fade out. And we'll see how that looks. Let's get back to
Chaos and Velocitron, Nautica, and
Look
Nautica
at that nice
is one
in.
of those really hard ones to get unless you spend the $300+ that is the current market price for the 4-pack that she is.
Perfect fade in, perfect fade out. Real fancy. I like it. Now, before I forget, one thing we should remember to do is, of course, name the video. And we're going to call this tutorial because that's what it is. I know it's in the tutorial folder, but it's also the tutorial video. But click off anywhere, and it's effectively named. Voila. So that is the basics on Clipchamp. And now we're going to get to the next part, which is to export it for it to be rendered and to be saved to your computer. So it gives you a number of options. Now you'll see on the screen in a couple of places this diamond. You can get the premium subscription, which gets you 4K. It also unlocks additional features that I am not going into. But the video has no 4K on it. It's a 1080p video. So we're going to go click on that. And as you see, it is rendering. Now, again, depending on your computer, it may take a little while to render. I have a fairly decent editing computer, so it's going to take seconds. Now, you could connect your various devices, OneDrive, Google Drive, YouTube, TikTok, Dropbox, LinkedIn, if you want to upload the videos directly to them once it's rendered. I want to show you how to save to your hard drive because most people keep their videos once they're edited on their server if they're a professional or are planning to be a professional video editor for whatever reason, because you always want to have those assets still available to you. So as you see, the video is finishing up here, and now we get saved to your computer. And it tells you that the file size for the total video rendered is 4 minutes, 53 seconds long, 693.55 megs, saved to computer. And I save everything to a scratch drive. And where we are here, in the tutorial. And you can rename the file wherever you want, but for the sake of effectiveness here, for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to hit save. And we'll go to here, and then let's take a look.
Hey collectors, Anthony from Action here, and today we're looking at Transformers.
There's the video. That is effectively, we have done it. We have succeeded. That's the goal. We are officially done.
Tell me in the comments your thoughts on this video. Did you like what you saw, and how was your experience with it? Thanks for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe.